I don't care if you've been trying to skeet all night. If you up, smash all of them like buttons. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the pizza Smoke Me Out fam with the dankest the dank shit on my left, oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
So just to remind you, people out there, in order to cast an unforgivable curse, you have to mean it. You have to say it with your chest.
On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on the threes and fours, Chronos.
It's 2023, and the main question is it the Rona or is it Gynocephalus herpes? If it burns when you pee, it's probably Gynocephalus herpes. So get yourself some Z-Packs. You'll be all right.
Damn.
Medical advice. On my far right, engine. And the last but not least, we got your boy Blue. Sorry.
You guys know what I miss, man. I miss those old school anime fabric wall scroll posters. You know, the ones that you used to hang up on your wall and it looks like a little scroll. Oh man, I miss those so much. I've had one forever.
I don't even know what that is, but this will keep.
You don't know what it is? Do we have to show it again? This is funny because
I was gonna say you might as well.
I'll just pull it up again. Fuck it. Now I know how to do it way better than last time.
Yeah, let's. Chronos, I believe you might know what that looks like.
Yes, yes, I do.
Most of you didn't know. We went back in time.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Way back. Back in the time, like 6 minutes ago.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
This is what an old school like fabric poster looks like from anime. The like a little scroll that you pull out. They used to sell these everywhere, but apparently it's not a. They just don't do it anymore. I guess.
I mean, they do. I see these at cons.
Do you really?
Like, yeah, they don't have a lot of them, but they have some of them.
Oh.
Dude, they have this badass one of Chun-Li from Street Fighter 2, the anime movie. And it's the one after she gets into a fight with Vega and her clothes all torn. And she's all sitting in the corner, like little boobs sticking out. I'm like, I gave it away to some teenager and he was very, very happy to receive it.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
I made his year.
Basically, Blue just gave away a hentai pillow. That's what he did.
Yeah,
right.
Is it? Wait, was it full body?
Or
no?
Yeah, I mean she's like sitting down on the ground, like in the corner, so it's not.
With
like,
one of her legs. I know this exact scene that you're talking about because it's a pretty nice one. It's right before she gets up and fucks him up.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a great action scene too.
Yeah,
dude, it's on YouTube right now. So if you want to watch it, and I think the uncut version's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw. It's also on Amazon, but it's an edited version.
I can't remember. I know I didn't see that in theaters. I must have just seen it randomly on some old school VHS or a old DVD somewhere in some back alley room or something. I don't know where the fuck I was when I saw it, but I've seen it like 3 or 4 times.
You were probably at Anime Expo or not Anime Expo? Fanime, yeah.
Maybe.
Actually, there's a very few anime that I give passes for dubs, but I gotta say the Street Fighter 2, the old anime, I'll give a pass for a dub, only because I'm not sure if you watch it in Japanese if it has the same soundtrack, because the soundtrack in the dub version is fucking dope. It has a Korn Blind and like a bunch of other like really cool rock songs that really go with the show, but I don't know if that's the way it was in Japan. So
I watched it with subtitles recently, and the music was in there.
Oh, it was the same music? Well, whoever Japanese dude made that soundtrack or put that together, they're on a different level.
It might have been dubbed. I can't remember, but I just remember the soundtrack was badass.
Dude, everything about that shit fucking worked. You know what I mean? And also, Street Fighter was just so fucking popular. Not to say that it isn't from a fighting game standpoint still, but it's different. It's different. Like,
yeah.
It was like that's what you thought of when you thought of fighting. There
are things that, I mean, obviously, we can talk about this for every generation, okay? But we're going to talk about our generation. There are things that are stolen from this current generation that they will never have again, and it's the fact that arcade games were so ubiquitous with just like American culture. You can go to a goddamn 7-Eleven and play Mortal Kombat 2 or Street Fighter or whatever, and depending on like where you lived, like you knew like who the best guys were. You know what I mean? Like depending on what arcades you went to, and like traveling around to arcades, at least for me, because I used to go to tournaments and stuff. Like traveling around to arcades and like playing all these various characters, and like with Street Fighter especially, it was one of the first games that was like widely hacked. And it was acceptable to have a hacked ass arcade machine in a real business. it was amazing back then, but you're never gonna get that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like there were some arcades where the game was sped up, so like it wasn't
edition.
it wasn't like turbo. Yeah, it was turbo edition, but it was like basically like a hack version, so it wasn't technically turbo edition yet, but yeah, something crazy.
Well, that, and then you would have people just lined up to watch. There was no fucking Twitch, obviously.
Yeah.
But you would have a semicircle around the fucking machines. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he knows how to do, like, get past all the bosses, or he's beaten 10 people in a row. Like, whatever it was, there was a cult following that was like organic and super micro small for
what was great
players.
When you mentioned that, well, one thing that was hella great was that like when you went to the arcade and like there was like a group of people around, and there was like that line of quarters of people who were going to play next, and like before you used to just put it on the monitor and like it would just stick there, but then like some arcades started to have like little coin holders, and like they had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, and like you just basically move your quarter over when it's your turn next. I thought that shit was great back in the day.
God, I almost want to open up an arcade again, like just to like. I don't, just for my own fucking entertainment. I don't give a shit, just to like have fun and
Hold on,
I think the problem with like everything, well, like most things in America, is like you have to make a profit, right? But I just want to if the business just sustained itself, I wouldn't even care. Like that's my goal.
Shout out to, and I think we've been there, at least 2 or 3 of us, Mini Boss in downtown San Jose. Yeah. And I know they didn't make any goddamn money off of the fucking arcade machines. It was the fact that they had really good food and booze, like cocktails and beer and all of that. That's where they made their money. But it's a great concept. Obviously, Dave and Buster's has arcade machines. You know what I mean? And so, like, if you can make your money off of food and drinks, you could do it.
Hold on, there's going to be a sound. Hold on, in like 5 seconds.
I think you're the only one.
It's super delayed. Anyway, thank you, Steve, for donating. He just did super chat, so appreciate it. As always, thank you for the donation.
Dude, it's really sad. It's sad that what's the name closed? The High Score Arcade here in Hayward, the one that was like in downtown. Like across the street from BJ's, from Buffalo Bills. Yeah, they closed a little while back, but that place was actually really nice. Like you pay, I think it was like you pay like $5 something to get in. You get to play for like an hour, like all free play on arcade games. That was pretty dope.
There was a place in Hayward too at the mall. That's the same place. Most of their arcade was like, most of their stuff was all Japanese games. Like the text was in Japanese. You buy a card and it scans just like Dave and Buster's, and you play. So the place had bowling as well as it had 2 floors. And it was fucking crazy. I went in 2019. I don't know if they're still there, but it was the mall out there. But it was pretty awesome. And then there's the place we went to. I went with during Beer Week. I went with Cronus and a couple other people. Coin Up, I believe. I think it's called Coin Up in San Francisco.
Yeah, I went to a few. Remember, there was like one time I was during SF Beer Week, and I went to someplace, and it was like a random fucking Pac-Man tournament, and I got into the semifinals.
Yeah, I remember that. So that was not the arcade.
No,
that one arcade. So we went during SF Beer Week. We ran into another like group. We ran into I believe their name was Black Nerd Girls Game or Gamers.
Mm-hmm.
They had like some meeting. They had like this huge meeting there because it has a bar. It has a bar on both floors, and the rest of the floor is all arcade.
Was it the Emporium or something like that?
It was the Emporium.
Yeah.
That was it. And right across the street, right by 4505. It's like down the street.
Yeah.
So we went there. Yeah.
Fuck, I miss SF Beer Week. This is
Oh yeah, it's the first year you didn't go. I didn't go
the first year. I didn't go, but I probably would have went this year because the pandemic right now for me is like at acceptable levels, and I'm vaccinated and all that shit. So I probably would have went this year. But yeah, I miss, like, every year I go through in February. I see like all the years I did SF Beer Week and just got drunk as shit for a week straight. And it was great.
I should have did it in your honor.
Yeah,
but I had the time.
I tried to, but I had to end up working a lot more. And
I did get the younger though, so
I did not get
three. I had 3 for each person on the podcast that drinks.
Good shit. Oh, go ahead.
Well, we have 2 things. We just kind of started it. We hit the ground running because this is the second round of the podcast, but let's do the normal thing. First in the chat would be Steve X0R. Thank you very much, and he's also listener of the week. So there you go. He's doubling it up.
Damn.
Thank you, Steve.
Fucking overachiever.
There you go. And then Old Ninja, you usually pour out something.
Oh yes, yes.
Urbany?
Pouring out some old English this week for starting with Richard Belzer, known for two major career roles as one as Detective John Munch on Homicide: Life on the Streets and Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and
I thought that was his porn name.
and the other of his career trait was being a stand-up comic. He even appeared as his character Detective Munch on The Beat, Law and Order Trial by Jury, and The Wire, and even an episode of The X-Files. There's actually 3 more shows that he appeared on as that character on those shows. One of them was Arrested Development as well. He used to be a stand-up Saturday Night Live warm-up comic before Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Gilda Radner, and Bill Murray would take the stage. He was also very big into conspiracy theory, so much so that he wrote 5 books. His character on the Law and Order shows is also a conspiracy theorist, which fit right in with his mythos. He wrote books about UFOs, the Kennedy assassination, even one about the Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. He's also cousin to Henry Winkler. He had a home in France where he passed away at the age of 78 due to an unspecified circulatory respiratory conditions. His last words to his friend before he passed was "fuck you, motherfucker."
I love it.
That's a good way to fucking go out.
That's the darkest way to go out right there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jansen Panettiere. Panettiere was an actor who was in films such as Ice Age Meltdown, How High 2, and The Perfect Game. He had a guest appearance on The Walking Dead and performed in a small play with Martin Sheen, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Christine Lottie. He played Elliot Perry in a play called 8, in reenactment of the Perry versus Schwarzenegger trial. He's also the younger brother to actress Hayden Panettiere. He died at the age of 28. No cause of death has been disclosed.
Damn, that's young. Fuck.
How old was he?
He was 28. He was born in 1994.
I was gonna say because Hayden, she's not old.
She's 5 years older than him.
Yeah,
she was in what's the name, right? And I was kind of
in Heroes.
She was in Heroes. Yeah,
she's a cheerleader.
Yeah, she's also in the upcoming Scream 6, which is out next month actually. So
damn,
I haven't seen her in something for a long time.
Yeah, they're still.
What's in it too? Wednesday's in it as well.
Yeah, she was in the last one too. She's in Scream 5.
Oh, is she? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen them in forever.
You didn't see last year's Scream? That was last year.
Nope.
So
I think I only saw Scream 3 was the last one I saw.
Scream 3 was okay. Scream 4 was okay.
It's all about scary movie.
Scary movie is awesome.
Yeah.
I just loved what's her name? Shit, I can't think of her name now, but her performance. She was Cindy. She played Cindy.
Sin.
Yeah. Oh, Cindy. Yeah, she was Cindy instead of Sid.
Homegirl from what's the name, right? From Friends. Isn't she Cindy? Oh no, she's from The Five of Us, or whatever it's called.
You're
all over the place. I don't even know who we're talking about.
You're thinking about Neve Campbell. I'm thinking about the girl from like the House Bunny. She's in the scary movie films.
Right.
Yeah. She was married to Chris Pratt.
It's funny. So like,
Anna
Faris.
There you go.
There you go. There we go.
A lot of people have Teslas, right? And if you have like the white interior version, like people will do the Betamax. Like you can get like a logo or something on the seat to look like Betamax. So your seat looks like Betamax. And like I was thinking, like, oh man, it'd be kind of dope if I had like the Scream mask, the Ghostface, and have it on my seat so it looks like Ghostface is in my car. That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy, dude. Nobody would sit in your car, not even your kid.
I seen somebody with like a clown mask on their seat, and that shit fucking freaked me out one time. I was like walking down the street, having to look over into the car, the fucking clown just chilling there. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you scream?
I did scream.
That's pretty funny.
Like, it's a clown. All right.
Anybody else?
To the show.
No, that was it.
Nobody else died.
All right.
Yeah,
Damn. Let's jump right the fuck on in. Where y'all want to start?
I got one quick little PSA thing to say. If you want to really get like a lot of cool benefits, sign up for like get a library card. Like I forgot how much cool stuff you get with a library card. So I just signed up for a local library card for here in Hayward as well as Castro Valley. But like not just getting books and like going to a library, using a computer to look at porn. But there's other things you do too. They have like you can sign up for like LinkedIn Learning. They have Udemy classes like that you can sign up for. Just like they have like Rosetta Stones so you can like learn different languages. Like there's a lot of like other options in there. One cool thing is that the city of Hayward, their library has you get like tickets to like museums for free.
Just the new
and
library,
I'm not talking about like the new one and the old one. Okay. So there's like a second one like somewhere else. There's 2 libraries in Hayward.
Fuck that one. New one's nice.
Yeah, new one's hella nice. We were in there today. But like, yeah, it's really cool. Like, you get tickets to like to different museums in the area. Like, for example, like the Academy of Arts or the Science Academy in San Francisco. Yeah, you get tickets for that one. But like, you only get one per year, so you can't like go all crazy.
Those tickets you get one expensive.
Yeah, you get one for yourself, and you get one for a kid that's under 17. So I think that's pretty cool to do. But yeah, definitely check it out. Check out your local libraries to see what other resources they offer. That's a little.
So I will say, each library each library in each specific county, they all have different kind of benefits that they give you, and they're all pretty fucking good stuff that you would never think of that are free because you paid for it.
You already paid for it, yeah.
So. Yeah, you already paid for it, so they just stockpile that kind of stuff. A friend of mine, they use the library as like their own personal like Blockbuster because they have like literally rows and rows and rows of like DVDs and Blu-ray that you can just rent. And they don't charge you because it's under you. You paid for it. So you just rent them and return them when you're done with them.
And one crazy thing is that the city of Hayward, they don't charge a late fee. So, if you're a little late turning it back, you don't get charged a fee for it. Unless Cache Valley, they charge you a fee. But
I'm not
depends on the county, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying I know this for certain, but I know it. They don't let you rent interspecies reviewers.
I knew you were going to fucking say that.
They don't do it.
I knew you were going to say that shit.
Again, like I was going to say, it goes by county. Certain counties will let you rent hentai, but some of them don't have a very large hentai.
Alameda, San Mateo, and Santa Clara did not let.
Well, you didn't go to the right one in Santa Clara. There is one in Santa Clara. They will let you rent out stuff, especially the big library in San Jose, the one that's 7 stories. They have a lot of crazy ass resources there. A lot of resources. It's funny because you can rent manga there. You can rent manga there.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
like all kinds of shit there.
I think this would also be like a really good balance exchange episode because like a long time ago we talked about the post office on like how the post office should expand like their services like beyond. So they've already like, I don't know if y'all knew this, but quick history lesson. The post office actually used to be like one of the largest banks in the U.S. So they used to, that's where you put your money because if you're in a rural area, you might have no banks near you. This is obviously before the digital age, and they used to have like a bunch of other, services that they offered. But we were arguing on the podcast that one of the things that the post office should do is actually be responsible for getting broadband internet or the internet in general. Well, broadband now, but broadband internet to every single American. People ask like, why should you do that? And then I'll ask like, what is the basic purpose of the post office? Is to deliver information, right? So why don't just expand that to delivering the internet, and that'd be another way for them to make money. Because the post office does not get paid off of tax dollars. Let me say that again. The post office does not get paid from tax dollars. They're fully funded by their own, like all the stamps that you buy. That's why stamps go up in price, and like everything that you pay for at the post office, that's what funds them. It's not taxpayer money.
Yeah, when you buy like the stamps and stuff, or what's the other shit that you can buy from them? Shit, I can't.
Shit like passports, shit like that. Like
passport as well. Also packaging, because the packaging that's theirs. So when you buy that, that's money towards them. Also, taking back, so the PO box, the post office box, that was big before the bank. That was your like vault.
Safety box.
That was like your deposit box. It was your PO box because you were the only one. You and the postmaster were the only one to the key to that. Nobody else had the key to that, and you weren't allowed to copy it either. Actually, they made it to where you couldn't copy it. So, yeah.
Essentially, I never knew that about the post office. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weird things that you can do. Like I heard, like in certain states, you can get a gun from the post office.
The hell?
That one.
I heard in certain states you could.
Blue,
Not here.
Check out the Balance Exchange podcast on the post office because we had a guy that worked at the post office talking about it. Like I had no idea that all those post office little fucking Jeeps, they don't have AC.
Yeah, I knew that for a while.
That's fucking bullshit because there's places that are literally in the desert or even just in the Bay Area. It gets over 100 degrees. Like, there's no AC. What?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they drive with one door open.
No, they usually have the door open, but I remember like seeing one. They have that little fucking like slider door that pops open to like let air in as it drives. You know, kind of like I think the VW Bugs had that.
Old school,
but it was there with the window.
Cars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's old cars. Yeah, old school cars have that.
I know a retired postman, and he's met other postmen, I guess, or post people, and they all have, each one of them, if you talk to them, they all have a story about a neighborhood dog.
Getting chased by a goddamn dog.
Yeah, they all have a story about a dog. Yeah, they all have a story about a dog. I mean, I used to think it was like a stereotype, like kind of, sort of.
No.
They all talked about that one neighborhood dog where the owner's like, no, they're friendly. And like, there's some people that have been hospitalized because of their dog.
People have been killed. Yes.
Well, so for these
happened to
people,
Amazon worker like last year.
Well, for these particular people, they did not get killed. They don't know. They haven't talked about anyone else that's been killed. However, they have talked about people that they know that have been hospitalized by that same dog that they all talked about.
Dude, it's crazy with my dog. Like I could be walking my dog and she'll walk by like people just walking on the street. As soon as she sees a post person, she'll start barking and growling. It won't even be the same post person that delivers mail to our house. My dog knows the fucking uniform. Like I'm not sure if there's like a smell or something for the post office. Maybe they smell like mail and she recognizes it. But it doesn't matter. Like it could be a regular person walking on the street, and as soon as she see a post office person, she starts barking like crazy. It's like this isn't even our mailman. Like what the hell are you tripping out about, dog?
God damn.
I'm
looking up people that have been killed by dogs, post office workers, and somebody got mauled to death by a dog in Florida just last year. And apparently every year it's over 4,000 animal attacks. So
it's a lot less than guns, though.
Weird occupation.
I mean, yeah. What if the dogs had guns, though?
Is there a dog demon? From
there probably is.
There probably is, huh?
I mean, post officers are allowed to carry a weapon, so they shoot your dog.
I don't think they are.
What? No, yeah, they're allowed to.
Post office workers?
Yeah, I remember when they had all those post office shootings. It's because they were legally able to carry a gun.
No, I mean they're legal. They're allowed to carry a gun like on their own, but there's pretty much no job. Not no jobs. There's very few jobs in America where you can carry a firearm on site, especially a federal job. Like, I mean, unless that's like your job is to like shoot people. Like you can't bring in. Even in that case, they issue you a firearm. And you have certain rights, but that would not extend to the post office unless, I mean, you can prove me wrong with some facts, but I would find it very hard to believe that they would just let somebody have a firearm with them because that's all kinds of liabilities, man.
Oh, for sure.
That they are not prepared to like pay through. I mean, just look at fucking with the police that are supposed to carry firearms around. When they fuck up, look how much money has to get paid out.
It's really, I guess this is kind of fairly recent. Looks like in 1972, they passed legislation to prevent the open, conceal, and carry.
Yes, liabilities, man. People are fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
Well, but I'll say this though: you're gonna attack me by the same goddamn dog every time. I don't give a fuck what your laws say. I'm killing your fucking dog. I'm killing your dog.
An onion full of fucking chocolate, so I'm about to do.
Oh, damn.
I'm not waiting that long. I'm shooting your fucking dog.
Oh, these dogs just sitting there foaming their mouth going to see through. Oh,
see, like, it doesn't matter what the size of the dog. It'd be a fucking little Yorkie to a goddamn.
You don't know. Not to mention, Not
Are
to
you gonna
mention
carry a baseball bat?
strays.
Yeah.
Prodigy, are you
You know?
gonna carry a baseball bat?
They can carry like mace and like they have dog like animal mace. I know
Dog
that.
pellet?
But other than
Animal-
that, like firearms would definitely be a no go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kinda weird.
All right, Jesus. I don't even know how we got on post offices.
Well, shit, they should be able to carry guns because I'm pretty sure a lot of them get fucking robbed as well, especially like the first of the month. People trying to get their checks.
Well, now that would be a serious federal offense. You rob a post
Yes,
office.
that's
Yeah.
super illegal.
You know, like they're gonna throw the book at you if they catch your ass on that shit. You know, just like fucking with the mail too. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
that's
They
true.
should throw the mail at you instead of the book.
Oh
It's like a
damn!
bunch of fucking mail. You
Yep.
stupid motherfucker.
Remember giant phone
finally.
books?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's another thing that like went away. Like those gigantic phone books.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
they're a
Could you imagine
website
like
now.
slapping somebody with a phone book?
Oh,
That'd be a pretty shitty blow. That's like the
there's a movie where there's like one of the famous action movies where someone takes the notebook, puts it against their neck, and slaps the notebook into their neck. I can't remember what fucking movie that was.
I
It's
did
like-
I did a quick Google search to make sure that the yellowpages.com site was still up because I don't know when was the last time I used that.
It's still up.
But I just Google it. You just Google it if you want to find out the address or number of anything. Just Google it or use Yelp or there's so many other avenues outside of the Yellow Pages.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. All right, what y'all want to start with some gaming? I mean, shit.
what games do you want to talk about?
So let's see. I mean, you guys are making some more progress in your Potter world, right?
Oh yeah.
Asbestos
Obviously.
Atroliolos.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, I'm
all
making
over
progress,
face.
and now I feel I'm like I'm like on the fence because now I know the unforgivable curses, and I'm like
Mhm.
questioning my life choices now.
That's so good.
Why'd I do this? Because I'm a good guy, but
Yeah.
I've done this, and they're good spells. But yeah, like the whole storyline of getting those spells. I don't know
Well,
if
it's
it's worth
all
it.
bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. So what's even more fucked up is like when you're in a battle, you get these like quick challenges to get bonuses, right?
yeah.
And these bonuses require you to use unforgivable curses and to like combo them. Like one popped up for me where you gotta lift the burning enemy and then give them an unforgivable curse as they're burning.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what the fuck? That's some cold fucking shit. But it's like, oh, you get a bonus for doing it. I'm like, well, I do like bonuses. So
It's funny because like I don't like using Crucio a lot, which like basically like the Crucio is like a how do I put it? It's like a torture curse.
torture curse, yeah.
It doesn't do that much damage, but like if you do it on like a normal person, they're like sitting there screaming for like a solid 30 seconds. It's just like they can't do anything. They're just sitting there screaming. It's like, oh yeah, you had a bad fucking day, and he's cursed, so he takes more damage. But yeah, I just got a Dava.
not a Kedavra.
Yeah, today, and I was just like, I went back. It's funny because I played it, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't get it. And then because basically every unforgivable curse that is in the game, you cannot learn. It's your choice to learn it or not.
Mm.
So yeah. I chose today to not learn Avada Kedavra, and then I was like, nah, fuck that. I restarted the save, and I was like, let's do this shit. Let's go.
That's so bad. So I learned Crucio last night, and I was like, it was a fucking mission.
Yeah.
I'm like, this mission is really fucked up, actually, because like you find the person that created the curse is like a eugenics kind of person, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? And like, in order to get in, you have to curse one of your friends in order to get to where you're going.
No, you don't.
And so you
You have to curse one
yeah,
of them.
you do. Well, you can curse yourself.
That's what I did. That's the heroic way to
Yeah, but it gives you the choice. It gives you the choice to either curse one of them or curse yourself to get in. So one way or another, you're making that choice. It's still fucked up one way or another. It's all bad.
go. Yeah, they make you make deep choices in the game.
Yeah, I
I was just like, all right.
and you're a kid, you're a student, you're a teenager. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna give you the super painful, excruciating curse just so I can unlock this door.
And you do like a lot of killing in the game, which is kind of weird for me because normally I don't mind killing, but it's like, yo, this kid is like in high school, He's out here
Fuck-
just murdering motherfuckers, like setting them on
fucking
fire, and
trolls.
fucking blowing them
Fuck-
up and shit, and cursing them. I'm
Fuck
just like,
them
all right,
trolls.
what's up?
Fuck them trolls.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
those
trolls.
Them
Yeah.
trolls deserve what they get. So, what's even funnier is when after you're done killing them, your characters are like, "Oh, they deserve what they got." Like, God dang,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so good.
They get super ambivalent about killing people after a while, and they'll like
After
mention
a while.
that. Yeah.
So I've killed so much, so why not? Why not kill more?
I've murdered thousands at this point.
Oh, I've murdered thousands. I've done a lot more exploring than killing so far. I mean, I killed the spiders.
My exploring is exploring killing. So
No, I've killed the spiders. Like the spiders, they deserve to die because like they try to kill you on sight. I'm like, fuck these guys. So
Well, are you killing people or just random?
no
spirits?
people.
can.
Yeah, I
You
killed a
kill
lot of
people
people.
too. Yeah, you kill
Are they
people.
people in the books and
I kill
franchise?
people. I kill fucking trolls. I kill goblins. I kill spiders. I kill
Mhm.
inferi, which is basically like zombies. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
discriminate.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody got that.
but in our defense, they try to kill us because if you just try to go past them, like they attack you. So what I've been doing recently is going invisible
Yeah,
and then causing them to
make them go stone.
Paralyze-
Petrifica
yeah,
totalis.
making them go into like paralysis, and
Oh.
they're basically dead. Like I did it to one guy, and he fell off the edge. I'm like, oh, that guy's dead, 100%, 100%.
He's not gonna be in a sequel.
Yeah, pretty
No.
much.
No.
Because like when you freeze them, they literally drop where they are, and they can drop any which way, left, right, forward, back. Like god dang. So if they're near edge, they could die. They're supposed to be just incapacitated, but you can fuck them up after they'll die.
What I love now is that I learned the transfiguration
Oh, I don't
charm.
have that.
Charm.
Yeah, I don't have that one. Yeah, yeah.
And they make it like a nice word, but basically I have like an upgrade where you can transfigure a person into an exploding object and then pick up that object and then throw them at another person. So basically you make somebody into a fucking into a powder keg, you pick them up and throw them and make them explode, killing them and the other person.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I love it every single time.
I randomly did something to someone, so I turned some dude into a chicken. I was like, yeah, I didn't know I could do. I busted out my super, and it arrested this dude. Like he was all shook, and then he turned to a fucking chicken. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
What the fuck was that?
Well, didn't that one guy got turned into a rat in the series, right?
Oh, he turned himself
yeah.
into a rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
He's
that
like
guy.
the redheaded guy's pet.
So wait, so Cronus, you're like what, 75% through, or New Game Plus? Where are you now?
Oh, I'm sure I'm like near the end of the game, but I've been playing. I'm like about 30 hours in, and I've been doing like a lot of side quests. So basically, I'm like at least 12 to 14 levels over like the levels of every mission that I'm on. So, but some missions they scale up, so they'll have things that are like over me, but it doesn't matter. I just go on murder sprees. They can bring it. I got them. Like, and I'm playing on hard mode too, so that makes it even more satisfying to just fuck everything up.
Nice. And where are you, old ninja? Are you about halfway or what?
I am 23% into the game,
Oh wow.
roughly, and I feel I put in maybe 14 hours so far. Yeah, like 13 to 14 hours. I've explored a lot. I've been all over the place, but I've been killing. Like I haven't killed a whole lot of dark wizards. I've killed mostly goblins and spiders and trolls, trolls, and the new ones, the inferi, the zombies. So they have zombies. So I've been killing them, but there's still a shit ton of enemies I have not even seen yet. And there's parts of Hogwarts I haven't even been to yet.
Oh, there's parts of the fucking map where I wasn't at for a while, and there was like a whole other section where I was like, holy shit, this is gigantic. Like, I didn't even know it was there, and it's like really big.
Yeah, that as well. There's parts of the map I can't fast travel to because I haven't been there yet. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This map is fucking huge.
You got to get
fucking school is huge.
You got to use your broom or your mount.
So I use both, and I still haven't really been there. I just do as the missions command. I haven't I've very, very rarely gone into just explore mode and see, because I've been debating on doing the Merlin challenges.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the Merlin,
when you see them, do them.
I've done a few. So I guess I didn't know that if you complete a certain amount, it expands your inventory.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit! So I've done one milestone. I have to do more to complete the next milestone to upgrade my inventory. So I'm gonna start doing a little bit more of those. But sometimes there's fucking enemies there, and they got to get murked. They got to get crucioed. So
God damn.
I mean, it be like that sometimes.
I like what Killer Frost said in the chat. He said Ava Dava. You probably said it better than me, Cronus. Yeah, it's E for everyone.
Yeah. Like for real, like you just be killing motherfuckers. I'm just like, and you kill them like sort of fucked up ways too. It's just like it's all bad, but whatever. I'm having fun.
So hold on.
I just pretend that I'm in high school. I'll pretend this is Hogwarts College.
Yeah, I guess so.
This gonna go.
So the game isn't any better because it tells you to do these things. It gives you hints on how to combo something. Because I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know I could do that. And it's like, yeah, do this to this particular enemy. So you got to combo your spells to do more damage and cause even more damage. So like some damages will spread to other characters.
Yeah, you know,
damage.
What's one of the most fucked up things that I still find hilarious is the gigantic spiders. You know, y'all know I hate spiders. But there's gigantic spiders, which is semi-triggering for me to like just see them because they're so fucking big. But then like when you light them on fire to watch them like run around frantically trying to go out every single time, just like ha ha ha, fuck you, bitch. They run around fast as fuck trying to put themselves out.
It's fucked up because they squeal. They scream.
Yeah.
They scream when they're on fire. Okay. I'm like, oh shit! Is that thing? Screaming because they're running. Like, and what's fucked up is when you run and you catch them in some kind of levitation cell, they're just floating, burning, and screaming.
Yeah.
And then you
what's the rate on this game?
Yeah, it's fucking fucked up. And then you can.
This is GTA fucking and Hogwarts.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, you can like burn them, let them hover and fucking while they're burning. You can torture them or force push them to where they take the damage. The blast when they land hits and they kind of do like a mini explosion. Like it's
you could do some crazy ass combos in that game. Like I have my favorite combinations of just like all kind of crazy shit. So
all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Especially when you get Imperio, I think that's one of the most fucked up ones because basically you make it any enemy on your side.
Oh shit!
And if there's no other enemies around, you could just like use Imperio, and then just stand there and take all your damage. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here and fuck you up while you're basically can't do anything. So yeah,
that's all fucking bad.
One thing that I've been seeing lately is the fucking mods for this game. Like you can like I've seen like you swap out your broomstick for like different things. I saw this one with fucking Shrek, where a person fucking
Shrek room. Yeah,
I was Shrek.
That looks fucking disturbing because he's just sitting there like he's taking it while you're sitting on his fucking ass crack. It's
yeah. But I've seen like somebody had they had a Prodigy's girl Jenny from the block.
Oh really? She's in this? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was a PC mod. Yeah. I saw Jenny from the block on there.
This is I love how like the PC mods are like it's mainstream now. At least like mainstream people can like view them now because like back in the day this is all normal to me, but like nobody saw it in the mainstream. They're just like like whatever. But now it's just like every time you see these mods, especially like, you know, you'll see like God of War mods and, you know, Spider-Man mods and you'll see like hilarious shit, but it's all just, they're all on PC, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's wild to me though, you have all these like incredible characters that don't necessarily belong in certain games, but then you look at Fortnite and they're bringing in licensed characters like Batman and fucking Rick and Morty, and it's in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dragon Ball, fucking Marvel.
Yeah,
giving them what
Marvel,
they want.
DC. Yeah.
I mean, I think Fortnite is like one of the best games that just like that adapted to what the users wanted. Because I say this all the time on the podcast. Probably been a while since I said it, but Fortnite when it first came out, it was a shit game. It was a game like, and most people don't even know this, but it was a game about fucking zombies. It was about basically you built your building in the day and the zombies came to you at night, and then you got to see how well your fortifications held up and to defeat them, and that's how you get all those building mods. All those building things were supposed to be made for zombies, and so I remember like when the game first came out, I didn't get it, but then I wanted to get it But then it switched like this to the way you see it now, where it's like basically online only. But I just want to play a single player game, which you can't even get now, which is really weird.
That was one of the oddest things. And then last time I checked, don't quote me on this because it's been about a year and a half or so since I've ever played. It was still in beta. You know what I mean? They were talking about it wasn't technically a release game.
No, there was a disc version for the game.
Yeah, but
it wasn't beta.
But I mean, for the battle royale has been beta this whole time.
Beta.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's I last time I checked, I think at the end of 2021, maybe early 2022.
I think they're out of beta now.
Oh, jeez.
I think when they released their second season, they're out of beta.
Okay. But I mean, it's a money factory as well. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Money factory. I mean, they're mentioned, like you said, they're mentioned in Endgame. They're mentioning like mainstream products, so they're getting all kinds of recognition. So.
Yeah. Have you guys been following the kind of gaming console controversy with Activision and Xbox and Sony and will they, won't they, and Call of Duty and all of this other stuff?
I followed a little bit, but I know there's some. They're trying to block the acquisition, right, of like Xbox and Activision Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that there's monopoly laws out there for a reason, and I think that monopoly laws should be enforced way more often, especially today. I think with Activision Blizzard, I don't think that it would. It's not a monopoly, right? Because Xbox is definitely not a monopoly. And I think right now it's pretty even. Well, actually, no, it's not even. Xbox is on the bottom, like significantly right now. I think last gen they had a better chance of like being more even with like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. But right now, Xbox doesn't really have a lot of exclusive games, and that's a huge issue. That's the reason why they're not selling that many consoles. I would love for them to make more, exclusive games because it would make me buy a console, which I just did recently because of other reasons. But they need to up their game, and if them upping their game is like buying another studio, I guess. But at the same time, like, I guess this is probably why we have anti-monopoly laws, right? Because you can't just buy a company to innovate, like, and especially we have like a lot of market share, but they don't have that much market share. So I'm kind of arguing against myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Sony has a very large market share because they're multiple companies under one, but they're also not a monopoly.
Well, Microsoft is multiple companies under one.
They have smaller companies.
I think the problem is that Microsoft as a whole is a monopoly, but Xbox is not a monopoly, and I think that's where they're getting wrapped up. I think if Microsoft was sort of smart, they might want to just spin off the Xbox brand. But I think they can't because it doesn't have a decent enough market share.
Yeah, there was actually legit talks about like after the acquisition actually breaking up Activision and Blizzard, but they're saying it's like not feasible now because it's kind of too late. Because they're gonna just take what they got and just work with their teams. And I think it's actually better for Blizzard and Activision that Microsoft will instill their kind of work ethic and try to get rid of that whole frat mentality what they're working with. Trying to clean up their act a bit and get them focused on their product so that way their shit launches at a decent time window, unlike fucking around and just, delaying shit and not getting on shit instead of having weird ass fucking cons with like weird fucking interview bedrooms and shit. Like get them on track doing what they need to be doing and making games. And so I think this would be a good thing for the Activision Blizzard acquisition so that they can focus on what they were made to do, and that's games. And Sony's got like all their, their first party studios as well. They're focused on games. That's what they do well. So I think with this acquisition over the next few years, we can see some really good first person titles from that. I mean, there's some.
It's too late, though. I mean, to be honest, like you can't. If they start developing, first-party games for the Xbox Series X right now, it's too late. because we're past the midpoint of this.
It's like 5 years now.
Yeah, of this generation's lifespan. So they'd have to basically
5
develop.
years.
Huh?
Didn't this come out 2020?
Yeah, it's only been 2 years.
I mean, I think we're near the we're near the midpoint though. Like, look at the PS4. It didn't last 7-8 years. It lasted like maybe 6, maybe 5. I think it was like 5.
No. It dropped in 13. I mean, it still was.
The PS4.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped in 13. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about this.
The PS5 came out 2020, so we're 2 years in, almost 3.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this though, with when it comes to Activision, it's a monster.
Okay.
But Activision is ginormous, and Call of Duty comes out every year. Even on some of their weaker years, it's usually at the very fucking top in terms of global sales and shit. It's just consistently every year dominating. Now, some years you may not play, some years you may not like it, bad reviews like with Vanguard or whatever, but they come right back the next year, and it's just this annual beast of a monster. In addition to that, you got your Overwatch. They obviously dropped a sequel last year. You got Diablo. You got World of Warcraft. You got a lot of fucking household name fucking titles and shit. And so, if all of those became exclusive to Xbox, I think that'd be huge. I think that'd be huge for that console. I think there's enough gamers that are committed to those franchises that if all of the next games were those next installments were only on Xbox, that'd be a deal breaker. And I think Sony sees that in some ways. I mean, Sony sells a whole lot of fucking Call of Duties every year too. You know what I mean? Like, let's be perfectly real with that. They don't want this to. Sony does not want this to fucking happen, despite having a lot of market share. But I've heard, and again, it's hard to know what's real and what's not. But there's been rumors and even stuff in like Forbes about Xbox offering to keep Call of Duty on multiple platforms for up to 10 years, and then Sony rejecting that. And then, we don't know where the dust is going to fucking settle. But at the end of the day, you're going to want to have Call of Duty at least, along with the other big titles, but at least Call of Duty annually on your console. You just want that.
Well, and I think there's been actually a lot of capitulation with Sony for Microsoft when it comes to there is multiple PlayStation exclusive games that are on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God of War and Last of Us.
Spider-Man's on there.
Spider-Man, yeah. And these were Xbox exclusive games that are now on the PC. And so maybe it'll be like a time release. I don't know, but or they just do a software license. If you want to do it that way, do it that way. But this is why I think that it's not really a great idea for Microsoft to put so many eggs in the basket with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, because first of all, Blizzard games, like, you cannot separate. Well, I guess if it's on a PC, it's still going to be Microsoft, but it's very hard to, if you only have, say, I would say right now, I'm just imagining that the Xbox probably has maybe 30% of the Xbox Series X has 30% of the market right now. Maybe 30%, and that's being generous. And if you're going to sit there and acquire a studio that previously pulled in revenue from, all 4 streams, PC, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and then you're going to just narrow it down to just like 30% of a market, like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, they would get hurt. They would hurt themselves in terms of not having, especially Sony sales on that. But, it may entice quite a few gamers. Let's be real. If it was only, if they wanted to play it on console and it was exclusive to the console, I think a lot of people would get it literally for Call of Duty or Diablo 4 or World of whatever it is.
I think most of those players would probably just get it on their PC. But that either way, that's still a market. That's still
I don't even think they would get on PC. This is the problem, though, is that most people are either a console gamer or a PC gamer. Like, there isn't much crossover. I mean, I'm one of the few But even still, I don't play very many PC games anymore. But I have a gaming rig. But yeah, I think it's also like it's most of these the vast majority of the market that you want to get are kids, right? And so trying to convince like the kids' parents, that's who you need to market it to, really, of buying a whole other console to like get something when previously it always came on that. It's like trying to convince our parents when we were kids that a Sega Genesis is not a Nintendo, and the game that you want is on this console. Can you please shell out $200 extra in 1990 fucking 4 for this one game that I want to get? Like that's a hard fucking sell.
It is.
Well, I kind of feel like the generation nowadays, the parents nowadays, like we're more tech savvy, so they kind of know what consoles. I guess
no. I mean, we are. But there's a lot of
there's still people out there that think iPhones are better than Android, so maybe not.
I mean, I kind of think Blue is kind of onto something because I know several families that actually game together, like generational gaming. Like my cousin, he games with his son. A friend of mine, she games with her son. They have two of the same consoles in the house, two separate TVs, so they can play together.
Well, see,
so
like
you have parents that grew up with the NES, with the Sega Genesis. They want that kind of experience with the new stuff for their kid. So they're able to break out their TV, their particular console, and play with their next generation. I've seen
I kind of feel like consoles are going the way like of TVs. Because like way back in the days, it was unheard of for you to have more than one TV inside your house. Nowadays, you can find 4 or 5 TVs in the goddamn fucking house.
Yeah, everyone's got a TV in their own room.
Yeah, and I feel like consoles might go that same way too. They might find multiple consoles inside somebody's house just because one kid wants this console or a second kid wants that console. It's just it's just kind of the avenue right now. Because like, for example, I know Kronos himself. He's got like 3 different kind of consoles. He's got all of them. Yeah. The 5, the 1, and the Switch.
I have.
Actually, no. You also got the
Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck.
I was gonna say the No Cat.
Yeah, no, but I'm like an outlier. Like most people are not going to buy all that shit. And I'm actually. It's funny as you were saying that I was like looking up PSVR 2. But
I've been looking at that too.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy one. I think most working families are just they can't afford that kind of shit. Like I have in one generation I'm spending like $2,000 on consoles. Like, maybe not $2,000, but it's a lot of money. And most people don't have that kind of disposable income.
For the consoles you have, yes.
But yeah.
but I've known more and more families they're spending $1,000 because they're paying $500 for one console, and maybe like when Xbox came out with the Series S, it's not as powerful, but they can kind of play the same game. So you buy that for your kid. So instead of spending $1,000, you're spending $750. So then you have
a lot of money, man. That's a lot of
money.
It
is, but you get to play with your kid. You get to play Take-Two with your son or your daughter. You get to play even Call of Duty or No Way Out or like these cooperative games with your kid.
Something I was just thinking about is maybe consoles need to kind of do what cell phone companies are doing, where they have like not like a payment plan, but kind of like a payment plan.
They do.
They do.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say because a cell phone it alone, like if without like the stipend from like the cell phone company. I don't even think companies do that anymore, but like a cell phone's like fucking like $800, $900, almost like $1,200, depending on like what kind of phone you get. I mean, and that's like a quarter. Like a console is like maybe a quarter of that price.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I was seriously like, I'm just looking up PSVR 2, and I'm shopping for it directly. And if you go on the Sony's website, and the first thing that comes up is Klarna, 0% APR with Klarna. So
yeah.
Which I mean, now I want to get even more. I might just fucking buy it on this fucking podcast. Then I mean, shit.
That day. So I know from the manufacturer themselves, like Xbox and Sony, they issue you a payment plan where you can pay off your console within I think 6 to 10 months or something like that, and it gives you choices on what plan you want to pick, and then I don't know if Nintendo does this for their Switch, so I don't know. but I do know that they do that. Also, Best Buy does that. Best Buy does like installment plans for whatever console you pick.
Well,
So,
but what's even better than that, to be honest, if you're a cheap ass gamer, let's say you just shell out the $500. If you get, the PS Plus, whatever tier, you're going to get free games every month. If you get the Xbox and you got that, Game Pass,
yeah,
you're going to get free games every month, quote unquote free games. You're still paying, but
yeah.
you're getting a lot of value that we didn't grow up with any of that. You know what I mean? Like you had to shell out $40 or whatever, $50 every fucking time you wanted a game, regardless of quality, regardless of whether that game was a few months old and had shitty reviews. You were paying, and a lot of times you can get look, I'm gonna be playing Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West.
Free.
I didn't pay for it last year just because I got caught up, but I'm not paying money except for my subscription fee to enjoy that game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Huge value.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo does something similar, don't they? They have like a free game thing on their like games you can download or something.
Dude, apparently you can play like old school Sega games on the Switch right now.
Oh, I heard about. Oh, that's right. They have like it's a Sega Classic Collection. It's like 30 or 60 games for like it's like $10 or less or some shit. It's like hella games. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, I'll say this too. There's a decent amount of retro gamers too. Like people who that's their fucking jam, playing stuff from back in the day, and not all of them are old fucks either. Sometimes you'll have some like younger people that are just wanting to historically go back to such and such Japanese RPG from 1987 and then work their way forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Twitch streams dedicated to that.
I ran into some kid at a con, and they were all about some game that I don't remember the game, but I know the game was out before they were born.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, I love this game. I'm like, how do you love this game? You weren't even on the planet. What the fuck? And they're like, oh, dude, because someone showed them the game and they recognized it for what it was and they enjoyed the mechanics for that time. So they enjoyed like collecting a handful of retro games, but they loved it. They had current games as well, but they're all about some of these retro games. Like, what the fuck? What you know? Like Phantasy Star and like, what was it? Some other, it wasn't Chrono Trigger. It was something similar to Chrono Trigger. They're all about this shit. I don't know. It was a very old JRPG that I can't remember the name, but they're all about it. Also, shout out to Bovine Divine, who's a retro gamer. He's a streamer on Twitch. He supports the cast, so he links to our Twitch page on his Twitch. So
nice.
Shout out to him.
Nice.
Good shit. Yeah. All right. I mean, we'll just have to fucking follow this. I don't think the ink is dried on any of this shit, but
I don't think anything's laid. They're still in like litigation. They're still a bunch of shit. So but yeah, Microsoft is still moving forward with fucking plans with shit. So I don't know. We'll see.
Be crazy. I mean, we were talking about like public libraries earlier, because then you can rent like movies and music and books, and you can do like e-readers and like audiobooks. Yo, they should get into the gaming industry. I know they used to do it for like PC games. You used to be able to rent PC games, but I'm not sure if they had it for consoles.
Blue, I'm pretty sure GameFly was doing that.
No, I'm talking about free rental. These kind of things.
I'm pretty sure someone, like, if you rent a console, those are high commodity items. Someone's not giving that. They're not giving that back.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't giving no PS5 back. I can get
I'm not talking about
the games.
I'm talking about games. No, yeah, games.
You know what? They might already do that, Blue. You might want to double check.
Well, no, you can, like, from the library, you can like check out like a laptop if you need to.
Yeah, we can. I think you can get it for a week.
No. Hold on. You just saying a regular laptop. That shit is nut stained.
Oh, yeah.
That shit got blood on it. Come on now, regular laptop. What the fuck? You know what that shit. You put a blue light to that motherfucker, it'll look all like murder.
It'll glow tonight. Type on it, it works, right? So
nah, that's a nut stained computer. Fuck you.
It's got that same plastic your grandma had on the fucking couch, or the one that she used to run the hall, fucking all the way to the different rooms.
I'm not touching that. Yeah, they don't have gloves thick enough for me to touch one of them fucking computers from the live.
You know what?
Hilarious.
I kind of miss that. Like when you go to like your auntie's house or like your like your grandma's house, and you have that fucking carpet runner.
Oh yeah.
The thing that's supposed to keep the carpet clean, but it literally just kept that one area cleaned, and all the areas on the side of that was fucking dirty as shit.
Because they didn't think they had to vacuum around that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh man.
I think Kronos and Old Ninja. Didn't y'all see the Antman 3 or what? Wasp Quantum Kang something?
Quantum Kang.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to buy this.
Quantum Kang.
You really were serious about that purchase.
He was.
I mean, it says 0 APR, but apparently that's a problem with my fucking connection. We'll pull through. I'll just pay for cash, I guess.
But yes, I did see Antman and the Wasp Quantumania over the week. I saw it Monday.
All right. What'd you think?
Carlos, did you get a chance to see it before?
Yeah, I saw it actually with a listener, Lando. Thank you very much, brother of Mike HD. And Mike HD I met through Victor, VZA. So if you see VZA on YouTube, it's if you want to see how artwork is made, especially comic book artwork, check it out. Anyway, Lando.
We haven't. Oh shit! Sorry. I was gonna say we used to have we used to do a collaboration with them where we used to do the verses.
We did.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We did like a couple episodes. It was really fun.
Yeah, we did. So anyway, randomly I was at jiu-jitsu with my daughter, and some dude walked up to me and he was like, "You look familiar," and I was just like, "What?" Like he looked kind of familiar, but because he looks kind of like his brother, obviously because they're brothers. But I was like, "Yeah, I don't know you," and he's like, apparently he listens to the podcast, and I was like, "Oh, this is totally fucking random," because so super cool. So
you're a celebrity, Potter.
Yeah, sort of. So we haven't had a chance to roll yet, but he invited me to go to. He's part of a group that does premieres for movies, and so he invited me to go, and he paid for it. So thank you very much, Lando. I appreciate you for paying for me to go watch this. And I went with his super nerd group, and it was great. I say nerd in a very loving way because I'm a nerd too. And it was cool. Like we had some pizza beforehand. We watched the movie, and then after the movie we had discussions. I was there for part of the discussion, like our overall thoughts about the movie. Oh shit, he's literally in the chat. So there you go.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Usually he does jiu-jitsu on Wednesdays, which is why he doesn't watch on Wednesdays. But yeah, I think that's him. So yeah. The Light Lando.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a good group of nerds. And it was interesting because after the movie, we talked about like what we liked and didn't like about the movie, and then we gave our ratings. And so it was a group of about close to I'd say close to 20 people, a little bit more than that.
Holy
probably.
shit, that's a squad.
Yeah,
That's great.
solid squad. And they all knew each other.
Wow.
And it was super cool.
For a movie.
And what was really cool is like as you're going around like the group, like giving your impressions of the movie. It's like there was no like real negative backlash against like what somebody said up against the movie. Like I thought some of it sometimes. Like when somebody said something, I was like, I don't know, but I didn't say anything. So, and maybe they thought the same thing about me and my thoughts about the movie. But basically, I gave the movie a solid 7. All right, it's not the best Marvel movie. It's not the worst Marvel movie. For me, though, I'll give a spoiler-free, review. Is that I thought Kang was really cool. Like Jonathan Majors, whatever he's in, like I'm watching it. Like I'm there for it. He does a really good job acting in this. Some of the lines are incredibly cheesy and kind of campy in this movie, but it's to be expected if you're watching an Ant-Man movie. I wasn't a huge fan of like parts of the ending of the movie, and there's some other stuff which I'll give people a chance to like really watch the movie and give their thoughts. Probably next week I'll give my honest thoughts and like more in detail, but I think that some stuff could have been done better. But what was really amazing was like the overall like the art direction and the diversity of like characters and like the way everything looked, and it was fucking amazing. Like when they went into like the quantum realm and like seeing all these crazy alien people and the backgrounds, just like alien architecture, it was like top notch. Like I want to say they blew their budget, but it's fucking Disney. They didn't blow shit. Like they it just
have
looked really
infinite
cool.
money.
Yeah, I feel like somebody was just like, some designer was just like, you know what? I'm gonna drop some acid and smoke some weed and get drunk, and then I'm gonna draw some shit. And then those are the characters and the backgrounds in the movie. So yeah, what did you think on Ninja?
Yeah, to not get it's going to be hard for me not to get super spoilery, but I would say I would give it the same rating. I give it a solid 7. Um, it's like I said, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's definitely entertaining. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than Black Adam. This, I mean, it does have the kind of same color scheme to me as the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I mean they're in the same universe, so it made sense. I will say that the movie, I don't want to say it has a problem, but it has like if you ever seen the movie Nightbreed, it has a very similar kind of issue where there's a lot of characters at once, so you have to kind of like, I guess, care for a bunch of characters and a bunch of people that you meet very quickly. So it's kind of hard to do direction wise, but they kind of stick it, but not really. Um, the visuals, like premises, are very very well done. I wasn't impressed, but I was very entertained, and I enjoyed some of the things that they did. I knew there's going to be some comedic stuff. There's not that much comedic stuff, but holy shit, Jonathan Majors came for that ass. He did not hold back in this role. He's very different from He Who Remains. He's not the same Kang from the series.
Well, that
This
Kang
is
was, what was his name?
He
He Who
Who
Remains.
Remains.
Yeah.
He's not that same character. This one is like, I'm gonna get in that ass if I don't get what I want, and he fucks people up. No remorse. Sometimes he does it just to be spiteful. It's fucked up. But I enjoyed his scenes a lot. I already thought ever since Lovecraft Country, I thought Jonathan Major was going to be a major force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he proves even more. He's got another movie around the corner with Creed 3. I think the success of this movie is going to feed into Creed 3 as well. It's probably going to have a huge opening. So kudos to him. Like,
I can.
he didn't carry the movie because he's not really in it like the first half of the film. And when you finally meet him, he's a force. And I like the way they presented that. And they presented him in a way where he's not just like a bow, yield, kneel type of dude. He's just like, hey, I have a plan. I want you to be with it. And then when he doesn't get what he wants, that's when he starts to go off kilter. So
I can feel that actor is going to be like basically like the new Will Smith of like summer movies. He's gonna be like Mr. Hollywood, or like any movie he's in is gonna be fucking a goddamn blockbuster because he's a great fucking actor, and he's like, I don't know, just he molds through the fucking roles that he's in.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did a great job as Kang, as this version of Kang. But we get to see glimpses of some other stuff with him in it. So I even watched the movie, the World War II or post World War II movie he's in, where he based it off of a true player where he got shot down in Korea, North Korea. That was actually okay too. It's on Paramount Plus. I can't think of the name right now, but it came out in, I think, January. It's already streaming. But that one was okay. Actually, it's worth this. If you have Paramount Plus, you can watch it on there. It's actually pretty good. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Quantumania.
All right. Good shit. I have not seen Last of Us. If y'all want to talk about it,
I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
What? I just watched it.
Yeah, I missed out on it.
I'm behind.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll save it then for next week because it's, how the fuck do you guys miss it? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
what life?
Mm-hmm.
The question is, did it come out on Friday or did it come out on Sunday?
It came out Sunday.
Okay, because the one before that came out on Friday, so I was like, I was all confused.
Yeah, it came out. The one before that came out Sunday because of Super Bowl. This one came out regular time this week.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I missed out.
It's pretty interesting, and even the one they set up for next week is even more interesting. So
I did hear, this is not a spoiler. I don't even know if it's true, but I did hear that they're teasing some Left Behind stuff coming very, very soon.
Oh no! The title of the episode is Left Behind.
Oh shit! All right, here we are.
It is literally, if you've seen there's a trailer The trailer posted right after the end of the credits is literally Left Behind.
Wait, did George Bush show up at the end? Is he like no children left behind?
Damn.
That was the slogan, right? Was it George
no child
Bush?
left
He was
behind.
all
Yeah,
except for the
so-
darkies.
Oh.
Stay behind.
Damn, I thought it was the brown ones.
Those would be the darkies. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm not gonna call him a flat out racist. I mean, I'll call Donald Trump a flat out racist, but not old Bush. I think he was just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Which Bush? There was two of them.
I mean,
He's got like
Both of them?
JW,
Both of them?
HW.
Oh, it's Debbie at Alabama Kush.
All right.
Wait, quick. I remember when Bush was running for president, and he was going against Al Gore. I remember there was like a campaign ad that was just flashing on TV. I think it was I want to say it was KQED, but I'm not sure what it was. But literally, it would show like gore, like people being stabbed, and like blood and stuff like that. And when it would show Bush, it would show like vaginas and pussies and stuff like that. I was like, what the hell is going on here? So it's like Gore versus Bush. And it was like, I was like, hey man, I'm gonna vote Bush every fucking time.
Are you sure? You weren't watching the Playboy channel?
Yeah.
No, this was public fucking TV.
That's not right at all.
Whatever the fuck.
What the fuck is you watching?
God damn.
It was like late night, like at 3 a.m.
I will say this, going back to Creed 3 just a little bit. Michael B. Jordan is being very overt, just like he was previously, that he is an anime weeb, like to his fucking core. So much so that he said multiple fight scenes in Creed 3 are directly inspired by anime fights. Naruto and Dragon Ball and Megalobox and a whole bunch of other shit. I'm fucking ready for this shit. I want to see if I can point out these fucking fights that kind of remind me of some Saiyans and shit. Have y'all seen the trailer? Are y'all fucking hyped? What are you thinking about Creed 3?
I haven't watched the trailer, but I will say that there's people that were saying that because there was no. There was a picture of Jonathan Majors dressed up like the flamingo dude with the pink fucking feathers. He's from One Piece, right?
Doflamingo.
Doflamingo? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I don't watch One Piece. Y'all know that. I watch a lot of anime, just not One Piece. And they were saying like this is how they continue to emasculate black men in America. I'm like, first of all, like the motherfucker's got like a 20 pack. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like he's not emasculating. Even if he was happened to be gay, which it's nobody's fucking business. It doesn't matter. That dude is fucking ripped as shit. And I don't understand how somebody would be like, oh, he's been emasculated. Like it's so dumb to me that and I didn't see the picture of the person that actually wrote that on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure the guy wasn't in shape. And it's not to say that every manly thing happens to be in shape, but I mean, when you think about like a I don't know, like a manly form, I mean, that dude's got it. So I mean, he's a big ass fucking dude. And just to try to tear him down for wearing pink, it's like if that's your whole thing of like, if pink is your problem in life, then your life fucking sucks. Get a new one.
If I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be cosplay or not, it certainly looks very much like Doflamingo. Down to, I mean, most of the time Doflamingo wears his shit like open, you know. So if it was cosplay, it was cosplay. If it wasn't cosplay, then I don't know why it would look so fucking similar to Doflamingo, like down to the thing. Like, so obviously we're used to Megan Thee Stallion. We've talked about her on here, dressing up in very overt, like cosplay like costumes dedicated to Sailor Moon or whoever the fuck. You know what I mean? My Hero Academia. If he's more into anime than I gave him credit for, then cool. Obviously, we know Michael B. Jordan is, but I couldn't tell. I was like, I initially got the Doflamingo vibe right off the bat, but I was like, is that what he's going for or not? I couldn't tell.
So I think this is from, if I'm looking at this correctly, this is from Boss Logic, and Boss Logic is either, I don't know if it's a person or a group of people that do like very quick CGI or like poster style like images, and there's a few of them on there. So one of them, I saw the Doflamingo one. I'm pretty sure it's Boss Logic, but there's also what is it? Oh, okay, I see the pictures. This is from it's from Ebony magazine where he's in pink sitting on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
one.
yeah, that's one. So that's from Ebony magazine. But I've seen other stuff where like they have Creed as Bruce Leroy, and they got Jonathan Majors as Show Enough. Like those are fucking cool as fuck. So I know people are alternating stuff or altering the posters to make it look like other things, but I mean him wearing a pink shirt or a pink coat, I guess.
Yeah.
I see no issue with it. I don't know why people are freaking out about guys wearing pink still. It's 2023. Another thing is like apparently he has a biracial kid. Like his
Mhm.
girlfriend, I guess, is either Hispanic or white or something. So I don't know why
Wait,
people are
is
freaking out.
this his girlfriend? Homegirl from Thor? Tisha, not Tisha Campbell.
Oh, you're talking about Tessa Thompson. No.
Yeah, is that his girlfriend in the movie? At least.
Oh, in the
Oh,
movie,
the movie.
that's a Michael
Michael
B.
B.
Jordan
Jordan.
film.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
Jonathan Major, I think his wife is
Like his actual wife or his character's wife?
his actual wife. I think she might be white. I believe she's a white lady.
I literally can't buy this fucking PSVR. This is bullshit.
He's still
I'm still trying.
He's still trying.
I'm trying to buy a cast. I'm trying to buy it. However, it's just like it's not letting me.
Jonathan Majors, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, just tell us: are you a One Piece fan or not? That's what we all want.
That's all. Yeah, that's all that really matters. Because if you
Well,
are,
because
fuck One Piece. If you're not,
we know
fuck.
Michael B. Jordan in Wakanda, or not Wakanda, in fucking Black Panther, he had like his gear was fucking Vegeta's gear. Like he had a fucking Saiyan outfit on when he rampaged the town or whatever. So we know he's an anime fan.
Yeah, like I said, he said a lot of these fights in Creed 3 are all inspired by anime. So I'm fucking hyped. We'll fucking see. You know what I mean?
Not very much boxing. Well, actually, hold on. I guess there's some boxing shows. Like remember Megalobox?
Yeah.
And there's another one too called Ippo. I forget the name of it. But,
yeah. He cites them, and
what,
then I mean, obviously there's incredible fucking iconic punches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I know one thing in the trailer. There's a scene where Major punches Jordan's, like he punched him in the stomach, and then like you just see the water droplets fall from his back, and I was like, yo, that's some shit from either a video game or a goddamn movie, like an anime. That's where that's coming from. So I can see the little inspiration coming from that at that point. And it's just one. It was like quick little 3-second scene from the trailer.
So all I know is that his fans are going to go out, or Major's fans and Michael B. Jordan fans, they're going to see this movie. And usually those fans are probably one and the same. So I'm pretty sure Creed 3 is going to do very successfully. We're going to probably have very large opening numbers. Kudos to them. You know
what's funny? I've never seen Creed 1 or 2, so
Creed, those are actually pretty good fucking movies.
I've heard they're really good. I think I'm probably the only person on this planet that hasn't watched them.
I wasn't
part of the plan.
You didn't see part 2?
Not yet. I'm gonna see it before this third one drops, though.
So 2 is good, not as good as the first one, but it's still good.
How many Rocky movies are there? Is there 4 or 5?
7. There's 7. I believe there's 7 Rocky.
This is a spinoff of the Rocky franchise, right?
It's a spinoff of Rocky because Stallone's in Creed 1 and 2.
It's a spinoff, but it's in the same universe. Like they talk about Apollo
Creed
and his death a lot.
Like there's literally pictures, busts, old fucking archive stuff, like deleted scenes, all in these films of Apollo Creed in the first two.
There's only 5 Rocky movies, and there was Rocky Balboa, and then there's the Creed movies.
Apparently 5.
Yeah.
You say 5 or 6?
5. Well, technically there's 6. Rocky Balboa is kind of like the 6th one.
Okay,
that's 6.
But it's not a number. It's only it stops at 5, and then Rocky Balboa is his own standalone movie.
It's just like Rambo. Rambo 4 is just called Rambo.
That is true.
You know, Stallone got a whole lot of fucking franchises that just keep going.
Sure. Speaking of which, we're getting an Expendables 4 this year. Late this summer, we'll get a new Expendables.
God damn.
It's Expendables, the geriatric version.
Hey, they still alive, so they still gonna keep making them.
It's so funny to me because the last one had Wesley Snipes in him as they broke him out of fucking jail, like he just got out of jail. That shit was hilarious.
He paid off his taxes.
Wait a minute. Speaking of fucking Wesley Snipes, I don't know how I fucking forgot about this shit. I probably blocked it out of my head. Did y'all see the goddamn trailer for the new White Men Can't Jump?
No.
Oh
No.
my
So I already knew.
God.
So this movie, I guess, is coming straight to streaming. I don't give a fuck. I'm not.
No. Fuck what you talk about. White Men Can't Jump was hilarious with Woody Harrelson and fucking Wesley Snipes. That shit was classic fucking humor. Rated R with fucking a young ass
Penelope Cruz, not Penelope.
Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah, Rosie Perez was fine as fucking that shit. Kadeem Hardison was in it. That shit was fucking classic. I could watch that shit tonight if I wanted to. That shit was great. Watch this bullshit ass trailer. This trailer looks fucking ass. I guess it'll be on streaming. It don't even fucking matter. It looks like one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen. It doesn't even look like it's in the same universe, but they use the same fucking title. A cheap ass fucking knockoff bullshit remake. I was fucking pissed. It doesn't look anything like they gave a fuck. No Wesley, no Woody, no mention of him. Just a bullshit ass fucking trailer. Go watch it.
Wait a minute. Wait. This can't be. Wait. So I just do a quick little search to see where can you watch White Man Can't Jump, and it's loading right now. But at first it said that you can watch it on Disney Plus. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be fucking true.
Really?
Well, no, I clicked on the link. It just took me to like you log into your Disney whatever. So I'm not sure if it's on Disney Plus or if it's on Hulu.
Well, if it's a Fox film, then it would probably be. It is on Hulu as well.
It's
it's on Hulu. You got to pay for it.
It's on Hulu.
Prime. It's on Hulu. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on YouTube for $4.
Yeah, I want to watch it for whatever subscription service I'm currently watching it on. Is it on Amazon?
That shit had a good ass fucking shelf life. That shit was great. I wanted them to make sequels for a long time, not whatever the fuck they're trying now.
Oh, they're doing
1992.
2023. Yeah, it came out in 2022. I don't even know who these guys are in this film. Is that
nobody does?
Wait, hold on. Is that Little Dicky? Who's that guy?
Right. There we go. I think I have it ordered now. Oh, Jesus Christ! Still, all right. I'm quitting. PSVR is not the future for right now.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
So you know why? This is why. The guy that's in the film, that's Jack Harlow.
The rapper.
Yeah, he's the white guy.
He seems like he can't fucking act. Has he been in movies before?
No, this is for shit.
I don't think this is his first. He's in some other trailer for some weird ass action movie I just saw during like NBA.
But is he a good actor?
It doesn't seem like it.
No, I'm gonna say it. No.
I am trying to find his filmography, and I don't see a goddamn thing.
I think I locked my credit card out. I was gonna go for my bank. What the fuck you doing, bro?
like all I see is that he's dating Dua Lipa.
He's smashing Dua Lipa? What the fuck?
Dua Lipa kind of bad though.
She is bad, but Dua Lipa though.
Dua Lipa is a copy of the Kardashians.
No, she ain't. No, she ain't.
I won't go that far.
She is.
Dua Lipa is way too skinny to be a Kardashian.
Nah, if you look at her and then look at a Kardashian, you're like, shit, is she a Jenner? I guess maybe she's more of a Jenner than she is a Kardashian.
Maybe.
Because only Chloe and maybe I don't want to go down that road.
Damn.
No, because only Chloe and such. What's the tall one name?
Chloe, Kim, and Courtney.
They have names?
Yeah. Only Chloe and Courtney have like only Chloe and Kim has fake bodies. The other Jenner sisters, they just got fake faces.
I mean, that's still part of your body, so they have fake bodies too. Let's stop it.
I meant like body.
So is your face not part of your body, Blue?
No, it's your head.
Your
body is
like
your
head not part of your body.
Below your neck.
Head
Below
and
your neck.
shoulders, knees
That's
and
still part of
toes.
your body.
Yeah.
That's like saying your hands aren't part of your body.
So why is there like they do like I can't even think about it right now. I was gonna say how come there's like a mouth, ear, nose doctor?
ENT doctor?
Ear, nose, and throat?
Because there's specific things on your body, in your body.
They're all got holes?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say like your body is just like your neck down below?
No.
You say your whole body is like your whole thingy?
Body. Yeah, that's your whole body.
I guess it's still. I guess we're both wrong and right.
He said, "If I'm wrong, everybody's wrong." God damn it.
Okay, let's say you're in a boxing match, and somebody say, "Oh shit, he gave a body blow."
Yeah,
say he punched him in
I
the
understand
face.
what they're saying in boxing, but still, like, your head is still part of your body.
I mean, it is, but I mean, like, let's say Wolverine, if you decapitated his head from his body, then would it be
meaning
he
it
just
was part of
decapitated
his
his body
body.
from his body?
Meaning
I'm
it was part of
Googling
his
it.
body initially.
Head in human anatomy, the upper portion of the body. So there you go.
Well, when I look up head, it gives me something completely different. I don't know where, you're on the wrong website, Cronus.
My research folder popped up.
Let me look up head right now.
Don't do that, because I know what's going to pop up with your search history. It's be all kind of gawking.
God damn.
What part is the human body?
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Warrior Fella brings up there was a remake of House Party that got released to theaters. That was supposed to be on HBO Max.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
It doesn't matter. It'll be on HBO Max in like another week or so.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody talking about it positively though. I really didn't.
I didn't hear anybody talk about it. Period.
I forgot about that shit. Because don't they do like a house party at like LeBron's house or some shit?
They sneak into his house and they throw a party. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of House Party, not to be a purist with this bullshit, but like they were teenagers and someone, was it Play? Was having a party at his house. His parents weren't home. It was a house party.
His parents were out of literally out of.
Isn't LeBron's house party?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great thing. But what's crazy if you go back and watch like the old school, like the original version, and you're like, there's no way these guys are fucking teenagers.
No.
So we had like I think was it Troop or something? What they the bullies or some shit? These were grown ass fucking man.
Dude, they were in their 40s and on steroids for like the last 80 years. You knew it and I knew it. Like that was great. You know what I mean? But that was the funny thing though. Like you grew up and when you were a kid and watched teenagers, they were all in their 30s and you got it. Saved by the Bell, 90210. It didn't fucking matter. All of them were grown ass adults.
Most of them. There were some that were like our actual age. Like if you watched like
Wonder Years. I think they were
I was
kids.
gonna say that. Yeah, the Wonder Years was a good example. Boy Meets World. They were definitely kids.
But like Power Rangers, for example, those are fucking adults.
What was the one with
Family Matters?
Family Matters. There we go. I was like, that's the white version. God damn it.
Well, some of those folks were grown on Family Matters.
I mean, but you knew they were grown. But like Steve Urkel was like not grown, and so was what's her name?
Laura
and Myra. Is it Myra?
Myra. Oh,
yeah.
R.I.P. to Myra.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Man. She was fucking baddie, but we lost her too soon.
Oh, she's gone? Wait, she died?
Yeah, she died a while ago.
She died when she was young, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Forgot about that boy.
She was the one you should go for. If it was Myra or old girl, go for Myra.
Laura?
Yeah,
Myra. I mean, she was smart, beautiful. She had, oh, gosh.
This is just a PSA if you're a kid listening to this show and if you're a fucking nerd and you have some nerd chick that is attracted to you, go for that one. Don't pursue the fucking dumbass. I don't want to call him dumb. Fuck it, I'll say it. Dumbass cheerleader or some shit. Like, they're not going to give a shit about you later on in life. Get the goddamn nerd while you can.
Like, he literally changed himself to this DNA so she would want him. And that's the only time where she, like, showed attraction to him. So don't change for somebody.
Yeah. Except the nerds.
Yeah. Who was watching that 90 show? Somebody's watching this.
I'm not watching it. I haven't watched 70 or 60.
Actually, I'm watching it. I watched the first few episodes.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy it.
Okay.
I really do. It's not that bad. I thought
Is it very nostalgia?
Yes, a whole shitload of nostalgia in it. Like the style of dress, the music they're listening to, even like the cars, all the decor. It's really interesting to see like that '70s show, like having Kitty and Red in the show, and actually Laura. That's her real name, Laura Prepon. What's her name in the show? I forget.
I don't know her in the show.
I never watched the show.
Yeah, but it's interesting seeing like the whole old crew like come back and then having their kids in there. It's great, and like some of the kids they're going to raves and shit, like raves in the '90s, like a big thing. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching the show. I haven't like watched the whole thing yet, but so far it's like nostalgia pie. I'm eating it up.
There you go.
I like that nostalgia pie. That should be on a T-shirt.
Yeah, watch the show. You'll be like, oh my god, I remember that shit. Or like there was like a part where like one of the characters where Kitty and Red get a new computer, and it's like them trying to explain like the internet to them, because like in the '90s, like the internet was like a whole new thing. Like it wasn't even trying to explain the internet to somebody like before the internet came out is just like it's basically fucking magic. It's basically magic. And, like,
it is.
Explaining magic to an old person, it's like they're not gonna fucking get it. My parents didn't get it.
Well, the whole aspect of them being used to typewriters, you know what I mean? And, this thing. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Even typewriters, though. Typewriters are only like that was a very small percentage of the population that actually knew how to type.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was mostly like people that did like
clerical
secretaries and clerical work. Yeah, but outside that's like I would venture to say maybe 5% of the American population knew how to really type.
So, and
that's
just quick little something about typewriters.
Typing was a big skill.
Check
out, there's stuff you should know that did the podcast like a couple of months ago about typewriters. And like podcast. Typewriters, they did typewriters existed for a very short period of time. Like I would say like maybe 20 years typewriters was around before word processors came out and then computers came out. So typewriters have a very fucking short shelf life basically. But like what Crohn's was saying, like I remember when I was a kid learning about like my first experience with a fucking computer, that shit was like, wow, like, and this was like, this was on an old school Commodore, like with a green screen and you just have fucking blocks and just, you have to type in DOS and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like you can play games on here. Like what the hell? But this is like, even before, like, I don't know, even I thought games were fucking cool. Like it was mind blowing when computers first like were available inside your house. My auntie, she worked for a computer company and she had one. And like we basically spent the night creating fucking banners. That's all we fucking did the whole night. Like we'll type a banner, say like, this is Daniel's room. Like It was just fucking wild.
I remember when one of my family got a computer. So he worked for IBM. So he had a computer. The first thing that was on there was a text dungeon game. Mm-hmm. So it was a text game. You had to type in some very specific commands. I don't remember what it was. No, it was like a medieval because you had to traverse a maze to get to like the dragon or the treasure.
Wizards.
I don't remember what it was. But I just know that he had it. He knew how to run it, and I would just type in my commands left, right,
and it Might and Magic. That's another one. Might and Magic.
Yeah, maybe it was, but it might have been Ultima actually. To be honest.
That's another great one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it might have been the first Ultima, where it kept asking you questions. You had to turn left and right, and if you asked the wrong question, like you could die within the first like 3 questions. I was like, what the fuck? It's super crazy.
For real. All right. Oh god, damn. I guess we lost Blue.
He can hear us. He'll come back.
Yeah, he can hear us. Wait, who put this on here? We haven't talked about this. Who put Tyre Nichols on this? Who is this person? Why we need to talk about them?
What? Tyre Nichols.
This is the very first thing on the fucking list.
What the fuck is that about?
The guy that got killed?
Got killed.
Tyre Nichols?
Oh, the from the police, right?
Yeah.
That one.
Is that William?
Wait, quick little thing. Back to video games, stuff like that. Back to the whole library thing. I used to love getting the fucking turn-based books where like you like
choose your own
read your adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you turn
those
the page. It's like, oh, do you want to go down this path? Turn to page such and such. If you want to do this, go to page such and such. And you turn the page and you get to like, oh, you've been murdered. You're like, oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
yep.
didn't
That's how you ended. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
But yeah, what was it? The next topic I guys talk about?
So we did talk about
Andrew Dice?
his name's Tyre Nichols.
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay.
I thought we did.
We did talk about him. I didn't know that was his name, but he's still on there. So I was like, okay.
Oh, you can. I mean, if we already talked about it, then yeah, take it off. But
Yeah, we already talked about it because it's already kind of depressing. I don't know does anybody know any progress on this case?
I mean, they got rid of the Scorpion Squad, and they got rid of at least 3 of the officers that were involved in it. Actually, no, I think it's up to 6, and 2 people that were part of the first responders group. So 2 firefighters got released as well.
Hey, good.
Because I watched I watched this one, but I can only watch like the first 30 seconds. Maybe I don't even think I made it 30 seconds in. I was just like, they were whooping this dude's ass, and they were holding him up and like full fucking force face shots with his hands behind his back. I'm just like,
oh,
yeah,
I saw that.
And then people were just like, oh, it wasn't white guys. I was like, well, it just shows that there's systemic problems, within that institution.
Yeah. I still don't like murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like I saw a video earlier where there was a white guy. This story is crazy. There was a white guy who was walking through a neighborhood on his way to work.
I saw this.
He got stopped by.
Yeah.
He got stopped by police, and he fit a description. I was like, wait, what? But he's white. He had a hoodie, and the officer said, like, yeah, there's been a bunch of break-ins. You fit the description, and like he was searching him and stuff like that.
He didn't say. Actually, he didn't say much of that when he first saw him. He just told him to put his hands up and to get his hands out of his pockets, and then he said that he was looking for somebody that was suspected of stealing cars, and then the guy was like, he was pulling out his earbuds out of his ears, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, I'm on my way to work.
Yeah, and then, like the officer was searching him, and then like the guy was like, "Yeah, there's somebody who's searching cars," and the guy was like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" And then the fucking officer fucking pow drived him, like he just grabbed him and just dropped him on his head, and dude was in the hospital for like 9 days from this fucking attack. But like it just shows you like it doesn't really matter the color of your skin. Like
no, it does.
I mean, it does matter the color of skin. I don't know what the fuck I was just saying.
It can happen to like everybody, but it happens more to people of color. So I feel bad for what happened to that dude, but I feel bad for everybody that happens to. So
yeah, because dude was like literally like, wait, what? And the officer was like, stop resisting. Ugh. Like what the fuck? But then again, is that video real?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my god!
Is it 30? No. What was the guy we were talking about earlier that does like conspiracy theory that passed away?
Do you think I was stealing cars? He was all, yeah, because I was going to the the car windows going smash, smash, smash.
Wait, did you watch that documentary yet?
No, I'm not gonna watch that silly shit.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. It's so.
Bro, I got Dark Wizards to kill. All right?
Yeah,
my off time, which I'm trying to that's my mental health right now is like killing Dark Wizards.
The Dark Wizards aren't going to wake up with blood in their mouth and cum on their lips, pants all around their ankles. Come on.
That should be the name of this episode. Dark Wizards won't wake up with.
Okay.
Damn.
All right, guys. Let's wrap it on up because I do want to go deep on Last of Us next week. I got to catch up.
Yeah, I got to watch it too.
All right. Old Ninja, what you got popping?
So I'm actually behind on Star Trek Picard. Season 3 started already.
I watched the first episode.
I have not seen that first episode. I was going to watch it before the cast. I was hoping we could talk about it, but I didn't have time because I was watching The Last of Us. I watched The Last of Us instead. I'm probably going to watch both episodes this week, so I'm going to watch episode 1 and 2. Picard Season 3, killing dark wizards and trolls in Hogwarts and learning magical spells because I still got spells to learn. I'm probably not going to finish it this weekend. There's a lot of fucking shit to do. I'm probably just going to get further on. I've been on Twitch pretty heavily. You can see my progression through the game. I'm playing on normal right now, but you can watch the progression on Twitch. There's a lot of Twitch streaming of me just playing Hogwarts. There's a little bit.
Play on hard. Gotta play on hard.
I'm playing on normal because I got other games to play, like fucking Call of Duty. Call of Duty Season 2 has been out. You can't play on hard. Oh, I guess you can play campaign on hard. Yes, it's true. But the season 2 came out. There's more maps now. There's more fucking shit you can kind of do. They have an event going on. The season's shorter this time around. It ends like the end of March or April, something like that. So I'm trying to get some of these events going on, the new weapons I'm trying out, trying to finish the battle pass, getting new characters, checking out all the secrets because there's secrets on this new map. The map is smaller, but it's more dangerous. There's a lot more fucking shit happening. They have this new resurgence shit where you can respawn and come back into Warzone. There's the DMZ with the small map, new loot, new weapons. It's been fucking crazy. I've twitched out some of it like day one. Probably gonna twitch out some more because I've been playing with Stitch. Stitch and I have been going out. We were going pretty hard last night. I didn't twitch it out last night. I should have. There's also I still haven't started Hi-Fi Rush. I've had the game for like a month now.
I'm gonna get it for my Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it on the Series X, but I have it, but I haven't tried it. And then next week will be Destiny season or the Lightfall. I already bought the DLC. The game will be offline for a whole fucking day just so they can prep for the install of the game. So I'm excited for that. That's why I'm not playing Hogwarts on hard because I have all these other fucking games that I'm trying to get through so I can get to these new games that are coming out.
Good shit.
And then what else? I already saw Quantumania. I can't think of anything else at the moment. But yeah, that's it.
Good shit. Blue, what you got?
Yeah, so your Blue right now is in between jobs right now. So your boy is really on that job hunting thing again, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of why I brought up the whole library thing because they have like cool things like learning online courses that you can do and like definitely check out books and do ebooks. But for my little guy, like this kid is just blowing my mind every fucking time I'm hanging out with him. But like this over the weekend, we went to like I mentioned on the podcast, like I found like a power wheel and I kind of I modified it basically, and so he got to actually drive it like on the road where he can actually like go and drive it, and he did a pretty good job. He understands that if he steps on the gas, it'll go. You have to figure out the whole like turn the steering wheel thing, but like he had a good time. It was a lot of fun. Like the setting I have it on, the setting I have for it right now, like I can walk next to him without it like keeping pace with him. So if anything happens, I can just kind of turn the steering wheel, but I can't wait to turn it all the way up because, like, right now it probably runs at like maybe 10% power. If I rode it at 100% and it was fucking fast, so we'll see how that goes.
So probably don't do that for
Oh, no, yeah, not for him. He's got to be like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 to be able to do that. But like, it's fucking crazy. It's got dual motors. It's got rear drive, but it's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's that. The Swedish and I we took him to Casa de Fruta. If you don't know what that is,
yeah.
it's like this little, it's like a city or town or area. Like if you're going from Gilroy, it's in Hollister. If you go to Gilroy to the 5, there's like this little area that's called Casa de Fruta, which is it's like basically a giant fruit stand.
I broke down there.
Like they kind of, yeah, it's really cool. Like they have like a lot of cool things for like the first time we went, they had a lot. It seems like they had a cool stuff for kids, but like when we went this time, we kind of didn't have that great of an experience. Like the train was kind of crappy. Like the train kind of ran off a diesel, and like depending on where you're sitting at, you kind of get those fumes while you're riding, which kind of sucks. But it just kind of like just drove through like some random area and then came back. Like we were going to get on a carousel, but like the train person had to take a break. So like the person who ran in the carousel had to like leave his post to go manage the train station, so we couldn't get on a carousel. I was like, okay. It was kind of run down, which is kind of sad. But like we did eat at the restaurant. The food was good. The marketplace was really nice. Like they have some really good like produce and stuff like that. It was really cool. But little Sebby, he had a good time. I mean, he saw like they have like a giant fucking train. He was like train. He had to ring the bell and stuff like that. So he had a good time. That's kind of the main point. But yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow I'm helping out Steve. If you don't know who that is, that's XLR on the podcast. Him and his girl are going out of town, and I'm going to be driving his Tesla to drop him off. So we'll see how that goes.
Has he got an S or X or what has he got? He has a 3.
He's
right?
got a 3. He's got a 3 like me. I have the same year model as him. So
Do them figure 8 donuts in it. He won't mind.
I am. It's not my car. I'm driving like it's GTA.
There you go.
Wait, shit. He might listen to the podcast.
I mean, he's our number one listener, so
yeah, he gonna be listening.
it's guaranteed.
Nah.
We
go way back.
Cronus, what you got?
Oh, Ninja's back. Real quick shout out. I picked up some artwork actually a couple weeks ago, and it's actually pretty cool. So if you guys check this out.
Oh, is that?
I was like randomly at a mall here in Bonita.
Sasuke with what's his brother's name on the sword?
Itachi,
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is from, if you go to Plius Chaotic Art, he's on Instagram. It's PILEUS Chaotic Art, and this is done with spray paint. So if you're watching this, like he had a bunch of stencils and he did this. So yeah, it's artwork that is up in my office. It's funny because like I was on my journey to get an Xbox Series X, I had to go to like 6 goddamn places, and 2 of them were in the Bonita Mall. And when I walked in to go to like GameStop, I saw it, and then I was like, that looks really cool. Maybe I should get it. And I was like, well, I gotta get this Xbox. So, and then GameStop didn't have it. I had to walk back past the place again to go to Target, which is in the mall as well. They didn't have the Xbox. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave this goddamn mall with nothing. So I picked it up. So yeah, spray paint is a nice art piece. Other than that, you know, I don't know. I'm just getting more and more into shape, which is nice. Trying to like not go too overboard with like the booze, but maybe I sort of am. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Maybe not the booze part, but yeah.
With spray paint, like I've never understood how people fucking do like artwork with spray paint, because it's like when I use it, it just dribbles and blah blah blah. But motherfuckers make goddamn mirrors and masterpieces and shit.
So he uses stencils, and apparently I didn't look it up, but there's a video of him making this actual piece that I have on his Instagram channel. So
nice.
You don't remember from Infamous when they were doing the spray paint, like they used the stencils?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did use stencils.
That's how they made it. All right, for me, big shout out to John Singleton, R.I.P. His show Snowfall is on tonight, final season, so I'm definitely gonna be fucking watching that, along with it's trending on Twitter right now. I'm trying not to spoil myself, along with fucking Last of Us. So I'm gonna definitely catch up on that motherfucker. I can't believe I let myself get behind. We're only about 3 or 4 weeks away from goddamn Resident Evil 4 remake, so I'm just trying to clear out my whole fucking gaming slew for that. So a little bit more Call of Duty. I want to do this raid with Old Ninja or whoever the fuck else. Maybe Cronus' brother, the Chief, or his kids too. They want to get down on it.
I need to. My next game I'll pick up. You know,
come through. Yeah,
Call of Duty.
It's a pretty good one. Like even the multiplayer is just fucking fun.
Multiplayer is fucking dope. There's a lot of shit you can do. You can play your way.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I played Call of Duty game.
The leveling up of the guns is incredible.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that's all I got. Old Ninja, check us out.
Hold up. So next Wednesday will be The Mandalorian season 3.
Oh
shit!
Yeah, so we'll be casting. I'll probably watch it before the cast, but we'll see. I mean, wait. I mean, it'll be Tuesday night at midnight, so I probably will.
Shit. All I know is this: Andor done set the bar so fucking high. Like, don't give me no shit down there with Obi-Wan. Make it high as Andor, or better.
Fuck that. Only one way to find out is to watch it. So,
all right. Check us out.
You just experienced Black and Black Times Infinity.
Kidding me?
Dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with B's and BTIs, BTHANBTI. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, we every Wednesday 8:30 Pacific time we go live on YouTube. You can check us out, Black and Black Times Infinity or B and BTI. I guess both of them kind of show up, kind of sort of. Our official website is benheadproductions.com/B's and BTI. You can email us at bsandbti@gmail.com. We have a Discord. If you want to join, email us, let us know you want to join. You can check out us on Amazon. We have an app that lets you know that we go live. You can watch us through the app as well. And that's about it.
There it is.
All right, we're out this bitch. Oh, hold on. I gotta press buttons. Yeah, do this fade out, doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
Good shit.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Let me get some shut eye.
It's as long as it's recorded for the podcast.
I mean, people in the chat won't be able to hear.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if they can't hear it, they might not be able to hear in the
No, they should be
live.
good now. They can hear us now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me.
Old Ninja,
Yeah,
what you got? Who you pouring it out for?
We're gonna pour us some Old English this week. We're gonna start out with Richard Belzer. He's known for two major career roles, I guess. One is Detective John Munch. Munch on Homicide: Life on the Streets and Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and the other was he was a stand-up comic a while ago, a long time ago. He appeared as his character also on The Beat, Law and Order Trial by Jury, and The Wire, and even an episode of The X-Files as the same character, Detective Munch. He used to be on Saturday Night Live as a warm-up comic.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. We might have to redo the beginning of this podcast.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because I just thought about it. If we did all that stuff for the past 6 minutes or so, and they couldn't hear on that end, then it wasn't being recorded on the Streamlabs either. So can we stop this and then just restart it?
Of course.
All right, fixing it in post, fixing it live.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me